thank you so much for joining me today, Sara. I appreciate it. You're an OG at the office.
Indeed.
Yeah. Tell me, what has been the coolest transition you've seen of KW and KC?
Oh my gosh. The list is long. It's funny. When I started at the office, we were on 2 different levels at 4,200. And just the transition to go from really disjointed and kind of segmented to all one level. And then to watch the growth. There was a point where we were, seemed like 100 agents in our office was a ceiling. And all of a sudden, it seemed like we got in a rhythm. We have awesome leadership, amazing training, support, from both local as well as international. And we grew to, now over 300 agents strong.
Wild.
Or is it more than that?
It's over 300. Yeah. It's crazy.
So it is. It's a pretty cool thing. And of course, the renovation of the office, a little bit like life. We sort of renovate ourselves. We renovate our homes. Yep. And the office is no different. We've stayed very modern, contemporary to meet the needs of today's agents. Sure. And it's been fun. And then here we are at 7,400 and in our podcast studio. I mean, talk about staying relevant. I mean, there's no doubt that our leadership team, and such a solid leadership team that's been with us. I know we talked when you came on board to have the consistency. People come and they stay. We have a role. I've always just, I mean, kind of decades. Our office is a little like Kansas City. Yeah. There's a stickiness factor. When you find something good, you stay.
I love that. I love that. Well, stickiness factor. You've been in real estate for how many years?
25. Okay. This is my 25th year.
Okay. So you found something good and you stayed.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
What has been, I guess, your favorite part of being in real estate?
Oh gosh, it's always the people. I mean, I will be the first to say I'm not a salesperson and I kind of hate salespeople. Okay. To be fair. That's fair. And I love helping people with really strategize about the toughest, one of the really most emotional and difficult decisions in their life. And I love that. I love helping people make a really good decision for them.
Yeah. You are a matchmaker, not a salesperson. You're a house matchmaker.
Absolutely an advisor. Yeah. I'm going to help them make good choices. They have to be their choices, not ours. So
Gotcha. So I would love for you to explain how your business has evolved through the years, because it looks a bit different from when I first started at the office.
It does. I think for sure a transition for me was going from being a single agent to helping to lead a team. And I love our team and what we do collaboratively. We have a community of really like-minded individuals. We were just talking about this because we volunteered today at Happy Bottoms. And had a fun. Yeah. And
how perfect. Just like right down the street.
Right down the street. It was, and it was really, it's neat. We did this at Uplift a couple of months ago. Okay. We do have such a strong commitment to the community, Kansas City. But again, back to your question of how has it evolved? I think having the support and collaboration around me has really strengthened my ability to just connect with the people. And that's really what I love. And that's what we're doing.
Awesome. Love that. Thank you. So what is your favorite real estate memory then? I'm sure you have a bunch.
Oh, that's a tough one. Favorite real estate memory. Probably, this is going to be a funny one, but it tugs at my heart the most. I think it goes to the foundation of having a home. I met a woman, Melinda, and she was a tech at the Sprint store. I was going in to have my phone fixed. This was probably maybe 15 years ago, 2010-ish. And I left her my card. She was telling me how she had been evicted a few different times. She was paying her rent, but she was being evicted because the landlords were not paying their mortgages. So this is in the downturn of the market. And she had 3 kids and was paying a healthy rent. And she called me up a couple months later. She said, I don't know if you remember me. I said, I totally remember you. And we met at a house, and within a few months and lots of houses that we looked at, we found a house for her. Her grandfather had a CD that he cashed in and bought a $13,000 home.
Wow.
And it was amazing. It was an incredible. And then full circle, maybe 10, 11 years later, I helped her sell that home. It was worth a whole lot more. And she was able to take that where she moved down to Oklahoma City. So
that's incredible.
It's really near and dear to my heart because it was the quintessential, just, buying a home is a dream in our country.
Yeah, absolutely. And you made it come
her
true.
grandmother knitted me she asked me what my favorite color was, and it was probably the sweetest gift I've ever gotten. Knitted me sweet. An Afghan as a thank you. It was really,
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. That is so sweet. So I'm understanding this correctly. For you, it's about relationships, building the relationships, and that the business just naturally comes.
It's, I think, the crux to that is being honest and trustworthy. And I think where my business really can snowball is when those individuals have trusted me and they really become the voice in the advertisement that is greater than anything we could ever put on a billboard.
Absolutely. And there really is no greater advertisement than a referral.
Right.
And someone singing your praises.
Right.
And I know that all of your clients sing praises loudly, and you built a really great business. So what advice would you have for a new agent getting started? So if they were looking to build their career more on a relationship basis versus, some of the old school traditional ways of door knocking, cold calling.
Right. I mean, it's funny. It's still working for people. I mean, open houses is a great vehicle for new agents to get in front of people. I mean, one of my biggest and best clients I met in an open house so long ago, and bought and sold and unfortunately divorced and then remarried and, following kind of that. But that particular client, Stephanie, was an amazing referral source as well as having her own purchase and sales. But I think, I would not ever want to ignore open houses. Okay. But I think the best thing is leaning into people. And when you can help other people along the way, that's all. I mean, it's a long game. It's not a fast game. Sure. But those relationships will pay you dividends.
Absolutely. And I think you hit the nail on the head. It's a long game.
Yeah.
So often we see things on TV or social media where it looks like a new agent or anyone hits that success immediately.
Yes.
But we don't see all the hard work.
Right. Yeah. Right. And a long-term investment.
Yep. So if someone's down and struggling, a new agent, maybe on your team, what advice do you have for them?
I think that a big piece of that when you're struggling, I mean, it's kind of bootstrap moments. We've all had them. We've been down and struggling. Yep. I've been that agent. It's always finding the energy. I think going to the trainings, the events, finding the source of energy. Again, it's knocking back on the doors of people you love and love you and will always support you, and leaning into those. And it's really kind of, again, it's something, if somebody's struggling, it's finding that source of energy that rejuvenates their own spirit first. It's a little of the oxygen mask on the airplane. You need it on you first. And I think it's hard when you're in that moment. I always say it's kind of bipolar in our business.
Yeah.
There are times we feel like we're on top of the world and we can't do anything wrong. And there are other days, and there have been moments for sure in my career where you just kind of curl up and you want to stay in the fetal position.
I remember
it's
those.
Real.
Yeah.
It's
it
real.
It's very real. So on those days, what are some things that you do?
Again, I think it's being healthy to yourself.
Okay.
Whether it's, for me, I've never been to meditation. For me, it's probably getting out and playing tennis.
You have to do what works best for you.
Yeah.
Meditation for me is a little more stressful.
Yeah. I don't know how to do it.
Relax. I'm not doing this right. It's like,
yeah. Do I have to count to one? What is that? Yeah.
If you could go back in time and do one thing differently in your career, is there anything that you would do?
Oh, that's a great question. I probably would have started at KW from the beginning, but it didn't exist. I don't think when I first started.
Gotcha.
There's a lot of sort of retraining. You have to retrain yourself.
Yep.
And, it's hard to train an old dog to drink. I think it would be, what would the thing I would redo? I think I'm lost on that question.
That's okay. I, too, when I started in real estate, was not at KW.
Yeah.
And so I agree with you. I wish I would have started at KW in Kansas City because my career would have looked so differently.
Yes.
Because I would have been trained from the
properly.
start rather than having to go back and fix everything.
Right.
While you're trying to get business, run business, and operate.
Right.
Yeah.
I think understanding the value of your human database of people that I didn't understand early on.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I gotcha. So explain that to me.
I think I was sort of chasing what I thought was the business. I mean, open houses I was good at and that worked. But I think what I probably didn't lean into enough is really talking to people about their real estate interests.
Okay.
And I wasn't comfortable. I was always a little uncomfortable about talking about real estate because I didn't want to be the salesperson.
For sure.
The longer you live and the longer you're in something, the more comfortable you are, and it organically comes up. And I'm way more comfortable in my skin to talk about real estate.
Good.
25 years later.
Good. Yeah, I totally get that because you don't want to be with your friends and family
person.
Just like with commission breath.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Sounds icky.
It really is.
Yeah.
Well, let's get a little personal. So you're from Kansas City, correct?
I am.
Okay.
I am.
Okay. So if you have people coming in town to visit or maybe even out of town clients, where are you taking them to dinner?
That's so funny. I just had a friend ask me recently. She's like, what dinner recommendations do you have? Because she has friends coming from out of town. She said, I want them to stay. I want them to move here.
Yeah. And you can help them buy a house.
Yeah. I had taken them to the Antler Room.
Okay.
And then I created a long list of restaurants to go to for her, kind of down the list of whether it was downtown or midtown or out south, something new, something out west. It sort of depends on the person.
Sure.
But my brother-in-law and sister-in-law come to town and they're real foodies and we love to find new places. Okay. So we've done the Farm to Table down in the River Market. I mean, I'd love to find a beautiful rooftop bar. Yeah. There's so much. Kansas City has so much to offer.
It's grown so much in the food scene. It's crazy.
And there's so many just great things happening all the time. And a Chiefs game's probably right at the top of the list. I remember friends coming from San Diego and we were in a suite and they said, I can't believe San Diego ever, or any team ever wins in this stadium.
So the atmosphere, it's electric. Like there is nothing like it. There really isn't.
You hit it, Katie.
How many games do you get to?
Not enough. Okay. Not enough. Probably one or two. We don't have season tickets.
Yeah.
I did growing up. I went to a ton of Chiefs and Royals and Kings basketball, but and Jayhawk basketball.
Sure. Kansas City, born and
raised, for sure.
Who is your favorite Chiefs player?
That's so hard. It's really hard to not love Patrick Mahomes.
Yep.
And obviously Kelsey gets all the cred right now.
Right. I mean,
he's got kind of a popular girlfriend.
Just sort of. Who is it?
Who is that? I love Patrick Mahomes. I love what he has brought in terms of, he's brought a spirit of really getting all in with the community. Yeah. He sort of demonstrates leadership, kindness, generosity at a level that is kind of unparalleled with these guys that have a lot of money. They can put their money anywhere, but he's really, to me, has shown just next level.
Yep. His investment in the city. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the city gives so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
Obviously he's highly compensated, but that doesn't mean he has to give back to Kansas City.
It does not.
He could send it back to Texas. He could, he's got, he just really, I think, is an amazing ambassador for our city.
I love that. And I couldn't agree more.
It's easy.
Yeah, he makes it easy. I would say I wasn't really a huge football fan until his first season. Yeah. Because he just made it fun to watch. Yeah. Winning is great, but it just made it fun to watch and understand and learn.
He's electric.
Yeah.
I mean, speaking of, he's uncanny the way he plays football. I mean, he's a quarterback crazy. Like no other quarterback. Yeah.
Could never make those plays.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's really fun to watch. So fall in Kansas City, obviously football.
Yes.
What are some of your favorite fall things to do here?
I really am a longtime fan of the barbecue competition.
Okay.
That's a lot of fun. American Royal. Okay. We've been going to that forever. My brother used to compete in that. I think they won best party one year.
That's awesome. And why am I not surprised?
Yeah. Right. He's the only cook in our family. No, Jay, that was a lot of fun going to that for years and years and years. It's just recently we've gone to Treads and Threads. That's this coming weekend. That's a lot of fun. There's just a lot of events. It's a beautiful time of year here. I love the weather. I love the fall season. Fall and spring are by far my favorite seasons.
Same, and I'm so glad we're getting to experience it early this
weather.
Year.
I know. We'll have 100 degrees in a couple weeks, but like enjoy it while we have it.
Absolutely. So hopefully it's good this weekend for you at the event.
Yes. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Okay. So barbecue.
Yes.
Now, obviously, Kansas City is a huge barbecue town.
Yeah.
But you ask 10 people and you're going to get 10 different answers.
So true.
Yeah. So best barbecue in Kansas City.
My favorite's Q39.
Okay.
Can't beat it.
You can't.
I think I grew up with brisket was around and it was dry and it was terrible. Yeah. And the first time I had Q39's brisket, I thought, this is like a new meat discovery. It was delicious. It was juicy and amazing. And really their whole menu is a lot of fun. Yeah. It's a great place. They opened the place out south. I think they've opened more. Kelly has really expanded. Sadly, of course, he passed. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But Kelly's really carrying that flag and doing a great job with expanding their
it's
reach.
Amazing.
Yeah.
It's I remember when the first one opened.
Yeah.
And the wait to get in.
Oh my gosh.
Insane.
Right.
Last time I went, we did early bird 3:30 dinner.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's worth it.
It is. And their apps are good.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? It's the bacon wrapped shrimp is yummy. Their coleslaw. I make their coleslaw and I don't make anything, but I love their coleslaw. I can make that. I can follow that recipe.
That's awesome. So good. Well, one last question.
Okay.
You've been in real estate for a long time. Mm-hmm. You're an OG to KW in Kansas City. What is the thing you're looking forward to most in the next year of real estate?
Oh boy. I think it's nice when the market starts to balance out a little. Mm-hmm. It is nice to think about for buyers a little more opportunity. Mm-hmm. It comes with a learning curve for a lot of agents right now because so many have lived through that post-COVID market. Crazy. That has really seen a reduction in inventory and makes for a lot of crazy demand issues, but supply issues really. But to have a little more balanced, and it's a different way of working as an agent. There is more a heightened need for better communication and conversations with both parties, buyers and sellers. But I think we're going to see a little more balanced market. I don't even want to say a really major shift. I think there's a lot of conversation around that. I don't think we're going to see a dramatic shift from being a seller's market to a buyer's market, but I do think we're going to settle into a little bit of a balanced market.
Sure. I mean, for years we've been talking about the shift. Yes. The shift is coming. The shift is coming. I don't think it really ever came. And now it's balancing out. So to your point, I know I said last question, but I'm going to take that back.
That's okay.
Because it is so different now. And the agents that came in when, I'm just going to say it, when it was easy to get business.
Right.
What advice would you give an agent who, got in when it was easy and now is maybe struggling a little bit, because that's normal.
Right.
What advice would you give them to, still be successful and still keep at it?
I think the key, again, I just think this is the answer to everything, is we have to lean into the client's needs. It can get very frenzied, and again, there's a false sort of misconception that we're so good because we got this done, and our sellers made an additional $50,000, and that all is sort of feels like a bunch of hero making,
right?
And again, if you're always taking very seriously the fiduciary responsibility that we have to our clients, then you're leaning into their needs always, no matter what the market is. And understanding that at a really deep level is so important. And I think overlooked. I think in the day and age of our communication is fast and frenzied also, and it's so often via text or written communication, it lacks the depth to really grow your business. It's like a big oyster opening up with a giant pearl inside. If you take the time to listen and really lean into your clients, the business will come.
I love that. It's worked for you all these years, so it would be of our best interest to listen to your advice. Thank you so much, Sara.
Sweet. Love chatting with you,
Love chatting with you.